Okay, so these are a few weeks old, but what I wanted to talk to you about the tomato is that as it gets bigger, there's some key things to look at here. One of them being that you want to pinch off what we call a sucker, which is in between the leaf stem and the main stem. So this little guy right here, as he got bigger, I would just pull him out. Okay, some of your plants,
Like
yeah, that little tiny one there, you would pull it out. So, right.
What is that?
Why do you do that?
The reason that you take the sucker out, because it's sucking the energy away from the main fruit. Okay, so up on top there's going to be a leaf or a flower set. It's going to typically usually 4 or 5 flowers, and that's another key thing. If you get more than 4 or 5 flowers on these indeterminate tomatoes, not your determinate tomatoes,
What's the difference?
the difference is that a determinate tomato is going to be bushy, and an indeterminate is just going to keep growing.
Viney.
Yeah, it's like Jack and the Beanstalk, just keeps going.
Determinate bush.
Yes.
Indeterminate viney.
Right. So indeterminate is a vine, determinate is a bush. On your indeterminates, if you have 4 to 5 flowers, that's great. But if you have more than that on your main section, then you can pinch a couple off so that you don't get more energy sucked away from making the fruit. Because otherwise you'll end up with a bunch of little tomatoes. If you're growing cherry tomatoes, that's great. But if you're growing, beefsteaks, heirlooms, these other bigger tomatoes, you're gonna want to keep it to. And when I say 5, I'm talking about per set. So you're gonna get 5 flowers here. It's gonna get bigger. You're gonna get 5 more. So you're gonna end up with this stem with these clusters of tomatoes going up.
So you just pull off?